it's Yaya Diamond, and I want to welcome you to the show. I'm so very excited to have you guys here and my next guest. Okay, so you guys know I love authors, right? I say that all the time, don't I? But let me ask you a question. If it wasn't for the author that wrote the book that told you how to operate your computer, would you be able to operate your computer? Exactly. How about the one that wrote the toaster? Instructions. How about the one that wrote the math books? Authors are amazing. And without them, we would all be idiots, including me. And so that's why absolutely love having authors on the show. And I have one on the show today. And I want to talk about her book really quick because I absolutely love this book. It's The Little Girl Who Wanted a Cat. And I love it. I love it by Queen Roshaunda Girlfriend. But welcome to the show.
Thank you. I am just so overexcited to be here. I'm happy.
Thank you. Well, so Roshonda, tell us, tell us how and what led you up to writing a book in the first place. And is this your first one?
No, actually, I have two more books I've written. This is my first children book.
Mm. And so, okay, so the other two books you've written are not children's books, but why did you write a children's book?
I think I wrote what inspired me to write this book because my daughter, when she was small, she always said, "Mom, I want a cat. I want a cat." And at that time, I was like, "Girl, I don't want no cats in the house." And so she was just so persistent about wanting a cat. And so one day we got home, it was nighttime, and it was like maybe 8 cats in my driveway, all black. And I said to myself, I said, what is the universe telling me? And she's like, Mom, I want a cat. And I said, well, I don't know if we can have this many, but maybe I'll get you one.
Yeah.
And so I grew to really, really like cats and understand them once my daughter, once she had the cat in the house. And I just fell in love with them, the way they move around, they have their own personality. And for some reason, I'm able to connect with cats.
Mm.
So that's what inspired me to write the book. And I wanted to write a children book, but I didn't know exactly how I should go about it. And so usually when I'm able to create an idea, I have to be inspired by it. And
Right.
then once I'm inspired, it's just like when I'm writing, the notebook is just all the information just comes out natural.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm not a cat person. I was a cat. I have to say I was until we had the most unruly cat. And I was like, I'm done with cats. But I absolutely love the fact that you wrote a book about it, that she really, really was persistent. And the next thing you know, you got like, I don't know how many cats at your doorstep. But you said that it was like you had to be inspired. You were inspired because of the 9 cats that was outside? Or was it because she just wouldn't like let it go?
Well, I think by my daughter just constantly drilling me because she was always very focused at getting what she wanted. I believe that did inspire me, but once I saw all those cats in my driveway and I wasn't expecting that. And as a writer, sometimes you get signs or you just can tell when you should write about something, a subject. And so once I saw, like I said, it was like 8, there's black cats in my driveway. And, some people would have gotten afraid, scared, but it just inspired me. And I said, okay, it's time to write. I know when it's time for me to write a subject because it just sits in my brain, or sometime I'll dream about it. And then the
Yeah.
only way I can get out is to get a notebook.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So what is this book about? What did you put in here that children can learn about?
One thing is to be persistent in, getting what you want, and just to have that natural connection with animals. I think it protects children nourishing side. And so that's one of the things that I pretty much really discussed in the book about children being protected. I think animals protect children because it's a safe place for them to bond.
Mm, you're right. You're definitely right. Wow. Wow. And this book, how did you go about putting this together? Because I know what transpired. I know the real life story. But then now you have the book. Is it similar to what happened to you or is it different?
Similar, but being a writer, I would say it's me, the imagination. It's me
Mhm.
tapping into the imagination, also tapping into the expression that children would want to hear because it's basically catering to them.
Right. What do you want the parents to know about this book? Because I mean, it's not just children that are involved, and it's the parents too, and they're the ones that have to buy the book. So, what do you want them to know about this book?
Parents, this is one thing I want them to know about. There was a time when I went out to just, promote, sell my book, and there was a little girl with her mother, and she literally she saw the cover of the book and she demanded her mother to purchase this book. She's like, "Mommy, I want that book." So I would love for parents to know that it's great for their imagination. She
Mm,
was very persistent at almost the same way as my daughter was persistent in telling me she wanted a cat. So I know that it has something to do with imagination for children's mind because the little girl really wanted the book and the mother said, well, when we come out of the store we'll get it. But she as soon as she saw it, she was determined to have it, and I just smiled because I took myself back to when my daughter kept telling me over and over she wanted a cat.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And is this going to be your last book, or can we expect something new from you?
Oh yes, girl, you got something new coming from me. I am a writer, author. The rest of my life, that's what I'll be doing. I love to write. I really
Mm.
do. I love to be there.
Was this love of writing always there?
You know what? Yes, I've been writing over 20 years. It's always been my escape growing up in South Central Los Angeles. I always say writing saved my life because it basically, kept me out of the street and just to stay grounded with something that was my passion. And I've always had a way of communicating with people and holding the audience.
Mm,
So when I write, my words are very impactful on paper.
wow. Well, I tell you what, thank you so much for doing this. I've met so many different authors and people who have written books. What does it feel like to be a mentor?
You know what? It's almost like eating a slice of cheesecake.
Mm,
I am so happy that I was able to be a mentor and get to my purpose because now when I show up, it's almost as people perceive me as I'm either coming to bring something or speak about something. So a lot of times, if I have my books in my hand, they just sell themselves. So I'm
nice.
happy that I didn't never give up on my gift and to inspire children to tell them never give up. I know sometimes it sounds a little cliche, but that's true. Never give up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If we give up, then the people that are supposed to be learning from us can't learn.
Exactly. And that I think that's my number one motivator because I have so many messages and things to share. And sometimes when I'm just talking to people, they're like, thank you, you just inspired me. So
Yeah.
it's a great feeling to know you can help people with a natural gift that you just held on to all your life. So now I see the rewards, the fun, but at the end of the day, it's a beautiful calling on my life, and I'm just waiting to see how far it's going to go. I know there's a lot of great things happening, and I've been patient all my life, so I'm just happy about this radio interview. This is a blessing in itself,
Oh,
you know.
well, thank you. Thank you. It's not just radio though. We're on
Okay.
all kinds of different platforms. So what do you
Oh
say?
wow.
What do you want to say to your fans today?
What I want to say to my fans today, never give up, and my words of encouragement and inspiring you, you can do whatever you want to do in life and stay focused and positive and enjoy yourself and go to the park. Enjoy nature.
Definitely. Thank you so very much for being on the show, Roshaunda. I can't I can't really say enough about, authors. There's no words.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to have her information in the description box. And we're also going to add her to the Amazon bookstore that we have with our fan club and our book club that we have here on Yaya Diamond's Dream Chasers Radio. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.